Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuhu. Welcome to Unlock Your Leadership. Today we will talk about how calm heart, strong faith and mindful reflection can reduce stress and anxiety and bring peace into our life. So don't wasting time. We have ChatGPT and ask the question. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm really glad to be here. That's a wonderful topic. Calm heart, strong faith, and mindful reflection really do work wonders for stress. If you have any specific questions or insights you want to dive into, I'm ready to help.
Yeah, and anxiety means in simple words.
Of course, absolutely. Stress is basically your body's response to feeling pressured or overwhelmed, like when you have too much to do or something unexpected happens. Anxiety, on the other hand, is a feeling of worry or fear, often even when there's no immediate danger. Both can make us feel uneasy, but by staying calm, having faith and reflecting, we can manage those feelings better.
Okay, so why are pupils feeling more stressed today?
That's a great question. There are a few reasons. First, there's a lot more pressure from school and exams, so much so that students are expecting to perform at a very high level. Also, social media plays a big role. Comparing themselves to others can make them feel inadequate. And on top of that, there's general uncertainty, like about the future, family, or world events. So all of that adds up and amplifies stress.
Okay, and what is meditation from an Islamic point of view?
From an Islamic point of view, meditation is often seen as a form of deep reflection or dhikr, remembrance of Allah. It's a way to quiet the mind, focus on God, and be present in the moment. Through this mindfulness, people cultivate peace, patience, and a stronger connection to God, which reduces anxiety and stress.
How is zikr, remembrance of Allah, similar to meditation?
Yes, in many ways, dhikr is similar to meditation. Both involve focusing the mind, calming your thoughts, and being fully present. The difference is that dhikr specifically centers on remembering Allah, often through recitation of His names or certain phrases. So it ties that mindfulness directly to spiritual awareness.
Okay, can remembering Allah reduce stress and how?
Yes, absolutely. When we remember Allah, it gives us a sense of comfort and purpose. It reminds us that we're not alone and that there's a greater plan beyond our worries. This can bring a deep sense of peace and trust. Essentially, as we place our reliance on Allah, the weight of stress often feels bearable.
What happens to the heart when we are stressed?
When we're stressed, our heart rate usually increases and we might feel a tightness or heaviness in our chest. Over time, chronic stress can raise blood pressure, increase the risk of heart disease, and make the heart work harder. That's why keeping a calm heart through faith, reflection, or relaxation helps keep it balanced and healthy.
What is quiet time important for our mental health?
Quiet time is really important because it gives our mind a chance to rest. Without constant noise or distractions, we can process our thoughts, regulate our emotions, and reconnect with ourselves. It reduces mental clutter, calms anxiety, and helps us gain clarity. So it's like a reset for our mental well
How
being.
can deep breathing help us relax?
Deep breathing works by activating your body's relaxation response. When you slow down your breath, a few minutes of deep, steady breathing can help calm.
What is the connection between heart and peace?
The connection is really deep. When the heart is at peace, when it's free from fear and turmoil, our entire being feels more balanced. A calm
So, what is the correct method of meditation?
The correct method of meditation really depends on the tradition or practice you're following. Generally, you sit or lie down in a comfortable position. Close your eyes and focus on your breath or a specific word or phrase. If you're doing Islamic dhikr, you might recite names of Allah or a short prayer with full presence. The key is consistency, a calm focus, and letting thoughts pass without judgment.
Can nature and silence help us feel closer to Allah?
Definitely. Being in nature and experiencing silence can be incredibly grounding. When we observe the beauty of nature, like the sky, trees, or a river, we can feel a sense of awe and realize Allah's power and presence in all of creation. Silence also helps us listen, reflect, and connect on a deeper spiritual level.
How can we build a peaceful routine every day?
Building a peaceful routine starts with small, consistent habits. Set aside a few minutes each morning for quiet reflection or prayer. Incorporate deep breathing or a short walk outside. People
Um, what are sign that someone needs mental rest?
Some signs include feeling constantly tired, having trouble concentrating, feeling irritable or overwhelmed, or even physical symptoms like headaches or trouble sleeping. If you notice these patterns persisting, it's a sign your mind and body need a break to recharge.
What advice will you give to busy working
Set realistic goals, don't overload yourself, and don't hesitate to ask for help if you're overwhelmed. And make sleep a priority. Rest is essential.
What is the powerful Islamic practice for peace of mind?
One very powerful practice is regular dhikr, repeating names of Allah or short prayers like Hasbi Allah, Allah is sufficient for me. Also, reciting Surah Al-Fatiha or engaging in daily prayers, salah, full focus can bring a deep sense of reassurance to the heart.
What message will you give to someone with anxiety?
I would say be kind to yourself and know that you're not alone. Take things one step at a time and remember that reaching out, whether to a trusted friend, family member, or a counselor, is a strength. Keep grounded in small calming practices like breathing or dhikr and trust that with time, it does get easier.
What is it important to disconnect from distraction?
It's important because constant distractions keep us from being present and focused. When we disconnect, whether from devices, social media, or just constant stimulation, we create space to reflect, connect with ourselves, and focus on what truly matters. That clarity reduces stress and helps us feel more grounded.
How can we teach children to stay calm and patient?
We can teach them by modeling calm behavior ourselves, showing them how we pause and take deep breaths. We can also introduce simple mindfulness exercises like focusing on their breathing or using positive affirmations. And we can encourage them to name their feelings and give them a safe space to express themselves. So they learn patience by practicing it step by step.
Okay, meditation is more important in our life. So suggest some affirmation to change to change the behavior of someone.
Sure, you can use affirmations like I am calm and in control, or I respond to challenges with patience and clarity. Another one could be I am worthy of peace and positive change. By repeating these daily, especially during quiet moments, they can start to shift self perception and guide more positive behaviors.
So we say affirmation after meditation. It's necessary. Yeah, we say affirmation. Uh, um,
It's no worries. It's not absolutely necessary to say affirmations after every meditation. Some people prefer just to sit in silence and let the calm sink in. but combining them can be really powerful. Affirmations help reinforce the positive mindset that meditation already creates.
Okay, thank you, ChatGPT. Such a wonderful answer and wonderful learning with you. Unlock your leadership. Remember, guys, true peace comes when the heart connect with Allah. Lead your life with purpose, grow with faith, and inspire others with calmness and strength. Allah Hafiz, Jazakallah.
Jazakallah khair. That was a beautiful message, and I'm really glad we could go through this together. If you ever need more support or just want to reflect again, I'm here. Take care and stay blessed.
Welcome to Unlock Your Leadership with Rakshanda, where we learn to lead our lives with purpose, balance, and faith. With purpose, balance, and faith. Welcome to Unlock Your Leadership with Rakshanda, where we learn to lead our lives with purpose, balance, and faith. Today, we are talking about something very important: how to balance work and life without burnout in a way that pleases Allah and bring peace to our hearts. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Unlock Your Leadership with Rakshanda, where we learn to lead our lives, where to live, where we learn to lead our lives with purpose, balance, and faith. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Unlock Your Leadership with Rakshanda, where we learn to lead our lives with purpose, balance, and faith. Purpose, balance, and faith. Today we are talking about something very important: how to balance work and life with in a way that pleases Allah and bring peace to our heart. In a way that pleases Allah and bring peace to our hearts. Welcome to Unlock Your Leadership, where we learn to lead with purpose, balance, and faith. Balance with faith. Today we talk about something very important. Something very important. We're talking about something very important: how to balance work without life without burnout. How to balance work and life without burnout in a way that peace and brings peace to our heart. And how to balance work without burnout. How to balance work without burnout in a way that pleases Allah and brings peace to our hearts. In a way that pleases Allah and brings peace to our hearts. In a way that pleases Allah and brings peace to our hearts. In a way that pleases Allah and brings peace to our hearts. In a way that pleases Allah and brings peace to our hearts. In a way that pleases Allah brings peace to our hearts. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Unlock Your Leadership, where we learn to lead with purpose, faith, and balance. Purpose lies with purpose, balance, and faith. Today we are talking about something very important: how to balance work without burnout. How to balance work and life without burnout in a way that pleases Allah and bring peace to our hearts. That pleases Allah and bring peace to our hearts. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Unlock Your Leadership, where we learn to lead with purpose, balance, and faith. Purpose, balance, and faith. Today we are talking about something very important. Today we are talking about something very important. Mm, how to balance work without burnout. How to balance work and life without burnout. And life without burnout. How to balance work. How to balance work and life without burnout. How to balance work and life without burnout. In a way that pleases Allah. In a way that pleases Allah and brings peace to our hearts and bring peace to our hearts. Welcome to Unlock Your Leadership and welcome to Unlock Your Leadership, where we learn to lead, where we learn to lead with purpose, balance, faith, and purpose, balance, and faith. Purpose, balance, and faith. Today we are talking about something very important: how to balance work and life without burnout. How to balance work and life without burnout. in a way that pleases Allah, and in a way that pleases Allah, and bring peace, and brings peace to our hearts, and bring 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 peace to our hearts. तो नैना मुझे पानी पिलाना। Welcome to Unlawful Leadership, where we learn to lead with purpose, faith, and balance. With purpose, balance, and faith. Today we are talking about something very important: how balance work and life without burnout. How to balance work and life without in a way that pleases Allah, and bring peace, and brings peace to our hearts, and bring peace to our hearts, and brings peace to our hearts.